Welcome to Mindvale YouTube channel.
The boy who knew things he was never told. Arav had always been the quiet kind of person. Not shy, not nervous, just observant. He noticed things other people ignored. The way someone paused before answering a question. The sound of footsteps outside his room. The tiny changes in people's voices when they were lying. But one evening, Arav noticed something that even he couldn't explain. His younger cousin Rohan was sitting across the room. Arav suddenly looked at him and said, "Your grandfather used to keep an old watch inside a wooden box." Rohan froze. Arav smiled. "I don't know why I said that." Rohan didn't smile back, because his grandfather had actually owned an old watch, and nobody in Arav's family had ever told him about it. The strange part? The watch wasn't in their house. It had been buried with his grandfather months earlier. Arav thought it was just a coincidence, until it happened again. A few days later, his friend Samir came to visit. When Arav suddenly said, "Your mother used to sing the same song every night when you were little." Samir stared at him. "What song?" Arav didn't know, but then he quietly hummed a few notes. Samir's face changed. "That's it." Arav stopped. "How do I know that?" Neither of them had an answer. After that day, Arav started testing himself. He would write down random facts that suddenly appeared in his mind. A blue suitcase, a broken clock, a woman standing beside a red car, a room with green curtains. None of them made sense, until the next few weeks. The blue suitcase belonged to his neighbor. The broken clock was discovered inside his friend's old house. And the woman beside the red car? Arav saw her photograph in a newspaper. She had disappeared years earlier. That was when Arav became scared. Because these weren't things he was remembering. They were things he had never known. Psychologists have a name for some strange experiences like this. Our brains can sometimes create a strong feeling of familiarity, recognition, or even certainty, without us understanding where that feeling came from. Memory isn't a perfect recording. It's something the brain reconstructs, and sometimes the brain fills in missing information. But Arav's experiences were different. The details were too specific. And then came the final one. One night, Arav woke up at exactly 3:17 a.m. He couldn't explain why. He walked to the window. Outside, the street was completely empty. Then a thought suddenly appeared in his mind. Someone is going to knock on the blue door tomorrow. Arav immediately wrote it down. The next morning, nothing happened. He almost laughed at himself. Then at 6:42 p.m., 3 knocks came from the front door. Arav opened it. Nobody was there, but something was lying on the floor. A small envelope. His name was written on it. Arav opened it with shaking hands. Inside was a photograph. It showed a little boy. House. Arav stared at the photograph because he recognized the house. It was his own house. But the photograph looked old, very old. And the boy standing outside wasn't Arav. It was someone else. On the back of the photograph, there was only one sentence. "You were not the first one who knew." Arav looked toward the empty street. For the first time, he wondered if these strange thoughts were actually coming from his own mind, or if someone had been putting them there. And somewhere in the photograph, behind the little boy, was a figure Arav had never noticed before. A figure standing in the exact same place where someone had just been standing outside his door. The next morning, Arav searched for the photograph. It was gone, but one thing remained, the sentence on the back. He had written it down before going to sleep, and beneath it, there was another line, a line Arav didn't remember writing. Next time, don't look at the photograph. Look behind why.
Thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe to my channel.